Well, I think my ultimate decision was made whenever I got out of the military, and I was really looking for a place where I could use the GI benefits that I had received while in the military. And really, to my surprise, this was one of the only schools that Jennifer and I were able to find where Uncle Sam would pay for me to go to school. And we just really we came here shortly after I got out of the Marine Corps, and just met the pastor here, and just really felt called by the Lord to be here. Well, I guess excluding my class, I won't be too biased, but I think probably two of the classes I think just off the top of my head that had the most impact for me was also in our first quarter of just the Passion for Holiness class, and the New Creation Realities, where we followed E.W. Kenyon, and just really God laying that foundation of just my identity in Christ, and just being the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus, and all those foundational things that a lot of churches don't hit on. So I think whenever I came here, just I had a lot of bitterness, and had just experienced a lot of dry church, and just being in this atmosphere for almost 2 years now has just been had a tremendous impact on my family. God's just done an amazing restoration in my relationship with my wife, and just my relationship with Him, and just my relationship with my children. Whenever we came, we just had one daughter. Now we have 2 children, and it's just given me a greater understanding of how the Lord desires for me to interact with my family. Well, my wife and I are going to Scotland. God's laid just a tremendous burden on our hearts for the United Kingdom and for the Scottish people, and so she and I are actually in the process right now of moving in that direction, praying in that direction for God to just open the doors for us to be able to go over there and to serve the Scottish peoples. Yes, I do. I had pretty much settled for a career job before I came here, and I know that if I wouldn't have come here and received just this time of impartation and preparation for ministry, that I'd probably still be sitting in a church pew somewhere. And so it's really just empowered me to know that there is a call on my life, there's a call on each one of your lives, and just to recognize that, and just to take time to set aside and just be prepared by the Lord to do the things that He's called us to do. It's all been preparation. There has been some rough edges that have been knocked off, and all that good stuff, but it's stuff that Jennifer and I wouldn't have experienced even in our own marriage had we have had our own place, because there's a lot of interaction with other people, and just learning what it means to actually be in relationship and to walk in love with other people that we wouldn't have experienced if we were living just in our own house with just our family. And so it's really even been from Jennifer, my wife's birth, that I really just feel like the hand of the Lord has been upon her, preparing her for this missionary call that God has placed on our lives. And so I think it's really all just been preparation for us. So. I think this is it's really a first-class establishment. It's small. It's a hidden gem. But I think if you're looking for what's your identity, to learn your identity in Christ and just to find what your destiny is, this is really a place of conception, just a place of birthing who you are and what God's called you to be. And I think that's probably one of the most important things that we can find out as children of God, is to know who we are and what God's called us to do, because He's called each one of us with a specific calling and things that others can't fulfill. And just having that one-on-one, with it being a smaller school right now, it's really just enabled the students and teachers to have just a more intimate involvement with one another, and just to receive personal ministry and things that I really felt like if I would have gone to a larger university, that a lot of times you just kind of get lost in the sea of faces. The Lord knows where you're at, but it's really just been a blessing to have that firsthand ministry experience and get to see a lot of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes and all that good stuff.